Children are often creepy. They see things we adults cannot. They will often seemingly talk to themselves, or something else. However, there is one thing that can make a child terrifying. Black eyes. In the video today, we are taking a look at a person's experience that may explain the origins of the black-eyed kids. Here's the story. Sorry for waiting a day. I was busy. This happened years and years ago, so some parts are a little fuzzy for me, but I'll tell you what I can remember. So it started off as a normal summer day, maybe 5 p.m. I was about 11 or 12. At the time, I was staying at my mum's house. It was a trailer in the middle of nowhere, a cornfield. I lived with my younger brother as well. My older brother lived a couple of miles away at my grandparents' house. Me and my mum got into a big verbal fight one day. Not sure about what. She took my phone. I paid for it at the time. So I was a little upset about that. And whatever we were arguing about. I remember after she took it, a loud ringing sound coming from my phone. Not a ringtone. It was way louder. Not sure what that was. It didn't sound like it was coming from a speaker. I asked her. She didn't answer. I ended up basically throwing a fit and running away. I should also mention I had a fucked up childhood. My parents weren't great. I know I lashed out sometimes, but it was usually justified. Usually. Not always. So, we lived in the middle of nowhere, cornfields on all sides of our house, with one long, empty road running through them in front of our house. And so I ran away. First I walked down the long road for miles. I was walking for a couple of hours. I made it to a house with a blue truck. Then I turned around and started heading back home. I don't remember much of the walk back home or what happened next. My next memory is when it's dark, almost pitch black. I'm near my home, in the cornfield, crouching down, a few hundred feet back, watching my family in the yard looking for me. Turns out my older brother and the police showed up. The police left for some reason. I was crouching down, just playing with the dirt, unsure of what to do. I was bored. Suddenly, I heard a sound right behind me. There was an animal literally about a foot or two behind me. I knew because it made this ticking yelp sound. I can't describe it. A weird sound I'd never heard before. Later discovered it was probably a coyote. I was filled with instant fear and my fight or flight kicked in. Suddenly I jumped up, still half crouching because I didn't want to be seen by my family. I sprinted faster than I ever have, across the whole field. I mean insanely fast. I've always been known for being a fast runner, but this time was different. I was filled with fear and adrenaline. I shit you not, I ran faster than I've seen anyone ever run in my whole life. I ran for about a minute, crouched down for 2 seconds or so, then ran another 100 feet or so, then crouched down, looking around me into the darkness, still filled with this animal instinct, which could have been the cause for my black eyes. At this time I was pretty close to the house, like 50 feet from the property line, still crouched down. My older brother spots me. He says, "My name, is that you?" I don't respond. I didn't want him to see me and I could sense the fear in him as he was walking up. He walks up, now 4 feet from me. I look at him. He says something along the lines of, "My name, your eyes are completely black." I could sense he was afraid and filled with fear. I still didn't want to be found at the time. I thought it would be funny to scare him, For whatever reason, I'm not sure why, I lunged out from my crouching position at him while hissing, running toward him, and he bolted back to the house. I literally don't remember a single thing after this point. I'm not sure why, or even what happened to this day. I never asked my family either. I've figured it's best not to bring this night up. I've heard stories of people's eyes going black when they are in a complete state of fear or anger. I'm not sure if that's why mine turned black or not, if they even did. I asked him about this night a while back, and he swore that my eyes were completely black. Anyways, what do you guys think this means? What if the missing time after their eyes turn black is the answer to the black-eyed kid origin? What if something takes over a troubled child for a limited time, only to return them at a later time? It would explain why no one sees the same children twice. It's just an idea, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up below and subscribe for new videos twice a week. As always, thank you for watching, and remember, it's always scarier when it's real. Good night.